All right. Alrighty. So that would be the quiz that we're starting the class with a quiz. No grade, right? This is just a formative quiz. And the questions are, what is a phoneme? Define and provide three examples. Number two, compare and contrast the sounds E as in feet and A as in cat, and name five articulators. Just name them, okay? How much time do you think you need for this? 5 minutes?
7 minutes, I think.
7 minutes is fine to me. Okay, 7 minutes it is. At 2:51. 2:51, I'll see you here. Any questions?
Teacher?
Yes, sir. Yes.
What type, for example, in the first one?
In the first one, what is a phoneme? Any type of phoneme.
Okay, okay.
Any type. Questions? Camila González, Camila León, Elizabeth, Ignacio Jorge, Lisbeth, Natalia, Omar, any comments, any questions?
Miss, o sea, teacher, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
How I can write the phoneme of the, que es con con la lengua entre el paladar, que es con el fonema del D.
Got it. Let's see. Phonemic transcription. Phonemic transcriptions to phonetics. Show transcription. Okay. You can use Oman, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can use that website.
Okay.
So
Okay,
you
okay.
can type, for example, I don't know, you say the interdental sound, you can type, I don't know, then or think, whatever sound you want to, and then you get the transcription there, and you just copy and paste the symbol.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
No problem. Anytime. Any other questions?
Teacher, you say we have to looking for what is phonemes, and give three example. In the first number one.
In number one, the definition of phoneme. Yes, phoneme. Exactly.
And number two is I have to compare the E and E. You say that? Or?
E and A, exactly. Remember that we were discussing five criteria to describe the vowel quality. For example, one of them was position of the tongue. Do you remember that? Position of the tongue. And the other four.
Number three, we have to find the article. What?
The you have to name five articulators. Five articulators.
Okay. We have to looking for that in Google or no? Yes.
For which one?
I think everyone.
Well, we discussed these in PowerPoint, so you can find the information in the PowerPoint in the LMS.
Okay, perfect, perfect.
All right?
Yes.
Wonderful. So I'm going to be here. I'm just going to go and try to add someone, Areli, who's trying to get into the room.
Hola.
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 Ahí pude meterme, profe.
Haneli, right?
Sí. Gracias.
Anytime. Adeli, we're having a quiz now, and your classmates are answering the 3 questions on the right. If you go to the chat, you will hear, you read a conversation. Well, it's not a conversation, it's actually just me posting a message, and you have the 3 questions there, right?
Yeah.
Teacher,
Sure.
what is an articulator?
An articulator is an organ that helps you to articulate something.
Ah, okay, okay. I got it. I got it.
Teacher,
Yes, sir.
I can't understand the examples in the first one.
In number 1, the first one. Okay, so depending on your definition, for example, let's suppose that let's suppose that the question was define means of transportation and provide examples. So you define means of transportation as, a vehicle or a device that helps you to move from one place to another place. And then you provide some examples and you say a car, train, a plane, right? A motorcycle. It's basically according to the definition that you gave, you need to provide examples of that what you define, basically. So,
Ah, I understand. I understand now.
Teacher, to describe what is phoneme, I have to looking for what is this or no. I have to put phoneme is phoneme es lo que describe un sonido o algo así, ¿cierto? Can you give me?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So
There are many
I have
definitions depending
I have
on the.
I have some example here.
Okay, go on.
The, the
It's 2:53. I guess it's time for us to check your answer. So go ahead, please. Okay, so is there any volunteer? Can I pick, or we have brave volunteers today in the session?
I think. Can I answer the first one?
Sure, any number 1,
Okay.
2, or 3.
A phoneme is how sounds a letter or a word can be. No, I think it's just a letter.
Okay.
For example, when we say cat, there is when we say the a in that word, we use the phoneme of the a with a, que sería un ejemplo. El otro ejemplo, another example can be eat, as in feed, and the other is with the, pues con que el fonema se escribía así, que lo voy a escribir en el chat, que me salió en la página, que se
Go on, go
escribía
on.
así. I think there is one and another is like this, and the other is like this. And there is 3 examples for a phoneme, where one is for A, the another one is for E, and the other is for TH. If. And yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Omar. Thank you, Omar. So, some comments about your definition. When we talk about phonemes, right? Phonemes deal with actually sounds. Okay, so it's about sounds exactly, not letters, but a
So
phoneme
is how sounds a letter or how sounds the word.
right,
Different
right.
sounds.
So for example, a phoneme like um, as in think, right? Think
Mm-hmm.
is basically written or uh, the match, if you have to match it with letters, is th, right? Th for think,
Mm-hmm.
th for that, for the initial sound of that. Um, but in one of them we have. Let me type this. Let me try in the website I gave you. Think and that. Um, let me get the transcription right here. Okay. I'm going to copy and paste the transcription of these. Okay, here we go. So in the first one, for example, we have think.
Mm-hmm.
The initial sound is represented by that symbol, right? Think. And for this, we have the, which is that. That's a symbol representing the. So, yeah, so we need to be very careful when we talk about letters, but always connect the concept of phoneme with a sound. Okay, always a phoneme is one contrastive sound unit, one contrastive unit, and then some examples. Great, oi,
Mm-hmm.
e, and a.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Exactly, exactly. Those are three excellent examples of a phoneme. Wonderful, Omar. Thank you so much. We
Mm-hmm.
have another other two questions. Number two and number three. Um, any volunteer?
Teacher, I don't got it. It's because that I will not to say that. Okay, I looking for what is this. So if you want to give me 5 minutes more, I will say that. I will tell you that. Okay.
Sure. Meanwhile, Ignacio Jofre, can you provide an answer to number one again? How do you define a phoneme?
It's like a distinct unit sound, and a
Okay.
specific one.
Exactly. It is distinctive because if you change that sound for another one, you're going to get a different word, or it's not going to make any sense. If you say, for example,
For example, cat and pat.
cat and pat, exactly. You're changing just the initial sound, the initial phoneme, and then you're changing the meaning.
Yes.
Exactly. Exactly. Um, Now, Natalia Gonzalez, can you provide the answer for number two, please? Natalia, are you there?
I didn't understand
The second one?
the number two. Yes.
Okay, the number two. Uh, you said number two, right?
Yes.
Okay. Number two, you had to compare two vowel sounds, right? The first one was E, and the second one was A. E as in feet, feet, see, feet, and a as in cat, pat, rat. And you have to focus on the five different criteria to describe the vowel qualities. Just to make just to remember, to refresh our memory. Elizabeth, are you there, Elizabeth?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember the five criteria to describe vowel sounds?
Height, position
Height,
of the tongue,
tongue,
length, lip
length,
rounding, and
rounding.
tense or lax vowel.
Perfect. Excellent. So those are the five. Thank you, Elizabeth. So
Okay.
those are the five criteria to describe vowel sounds. So you had to describe E and E in terms of the five criteria that Elizabeth mentioned. Okay. Jorge Diaz, are you ready to give the answer?
Same.
Okay. So in which way are E and E similar or different?
I think the they these phonemes have similar the position of the tongue.
Okay.
When I say this, I have the same position of the tongue.
Both are?
Yes. Oh, I think.
Okay, same position of the tongue. That means that both are back, front, mid.
Um, I think it's front.
Okay, both are front. Excellent. Is that right? Yeah, both are front. What about the height? The height. What can you say about that? Nicolas Duran, can you help out? Can you help out with the answer? Nicolas Duran. So we have the same position of the tongue. Both are front. What about height, Nicolas?
Profe,
Yes, sir.
I think A is more low than E.
Exactly, exactly. A is a low sound, whereas E is a high
High
vowel
sound.
sound. Exactly. Exactly. A low, E high. Excellent. In terms of tenseness, how tense the lips are.
And in feet are more tense than in A.
So E is more tense than A. Perfect. Perfect. Exactly. So E is more tense than A. You can tell that by feeling your teeth, sorry, your lips, or maybe even looking at yourself in front of a mirror. You can see that E, when you produce E, your lips are more tense than when you say ah, ah.
It's like a
Wonderful.
smile.
Say what?
The E is like a smile when
E as if you were smiling, exactly. E. So you spread your lips apart, okay? In terms of length, what do you think in terms of length?
A is more. It's more. I don't know how to say it. It's more long por así decirlo, than E.
Okay.
I don't know if I
So-
explain it right or wrong. Que lo que quiero decir es que, por ejemplo, el I dura menos que el A. A eso me refiero.
okay. From what I know, usually E is considered a long sound, whereas A is considered a short sound.
A ver. I.
E, like
Ah.
feet, cat.
Sí, sí.
Feet,
Es más
cat.
larga,
Okay.
es más larga.
So E would be considered a long vowel sound. E and A would be considered a short vowel sound.
Short.
Okay. Yes, sir. And lip rounding. What can you say about lip rounding?
E, feet, cat.
Lip rounding. Lisbeth Diaz, do you have an answer, Lisbeth? A bit cold, Diego?
I'm here.
So, Lisbeth Diaz, what do you think? Lip rounding, E, A.
I think the lips are unrounding
In which one?
in both.
In both, perfect. So, E and A are unrounded vowel sounds, unrounded. Okay, wonderful. Why? Because when you're producing E or E, your lips are not in a circle, are not rounded as when you say ooh, oh, your lips are rounded.
Oh, okay.
But E, the lips are spread. They are not shaped as in a circle, basically. Okay, and exactly.
I understand.
And the last one would be which articulators do you know? Name at least 5 articulators. Amaya, are you there? Amaya Fonseca?
Yes.
Okay. Which articulators do you know?
The lips, teeth,
Yes, lips.
heart, palate, no sé cómo decir
Heart
palabra.
palate. Heart palate, yes. Heart palate.
Balloon,
Velum, yes. Velum.
and uvula.
Uvula, all right. 4.
I name it 5. 1, 2, 3.
You're missing 1.
It was and how name it? Right. I don't know how to name it.
Alveolar ridge, yes. Alveolar
That.
ridge.
Alveolar
Wonderful.
ridge.
Alveolar ridge, exactly. Wonderful. So, great. Those are the answers for the quiz. What do you think? Was it difficult?
Yes.
Not
Yes.
really.
Not really?
No, I have a sister who have studied phoneme, so
We need more study.
Good. So the last question, the articulators. Well, you have some which are you can see in the presentation that I'm showing you. The lips, alveolar ridge, har palate, velum, uvula, teeth, vocal folds, etc., etc. Some of them are passive, some of them are active. So you can say active articulators and passive articulators, right? Do you think the tongue is a passive or an active articulator?
active.
An active.
Active.
Active, right. What about the heart palate? Do you think it's an active or a passive articulator?
Passive.
Passive, exactly. Passive. The lips, are they passive or active?
Active.
Active.
Active, exactly.
En el
The alveolar bridge,
cuando en
alveolar
Chile
bridge, passive or active?
empezó el
¿Cómo,
diseño
profe?
Passive.
The alveolar bridge, is it
que no hay
active or passive?
volver con una fuerza renovada cuando se acabe el coronavirus. Espérense, no me acuérdense de mí. Es
Someone is having maybe the TV set on, the television set on, maybe.
el de la gente, digámoslo así, nomás la gente.
No sé lo que está pasando, que suena una voz y después se otra suya.
Suena la voz de otro profe que tenemos.
Really?
Sí, suena la voz del profe extraño. ¿Qué onda?
El profe Fraño, que chile. Alguien debe estar
Talking about coronavirus.
Ujú.
Coronavirus.
Coronavirus.
Okay.
Corona
Good.
time.
It's good to hear Franjo. I haven't heard him in a couple of weeks. Okay, so good. The articulators, and you were comparing E and A, E and A, as you said, perfectly correct. A is low, whereas E is a high vowel sound. Both of them are front, right? Front vowel sounds, front. If you look at the rectangle here, tense vowels in the white area and lax in the gray area. A is in the gray area and E is in the white area. A is considered to be a lax vowel and E is considered to be a tense vowel because of the lips are tense when you produce E, right? If I show you a different presentation, probably you will see. I know that I'm not sharing the presentation now, but okay. So if you can see the presentation now, you can see that, let me show you. E has a colon, dos puntos, right? A colon
Okay.
after. U also has a colon. The same for O, as in August. The same with as in first. And the same with as in car. So these are the vowel sounds considered to be long vowel sounds. E, U, O, A. The rest are considered to be short vowel sounds. Okay? So going back to the comparison between E and A, E would be considered a long vowel sound and A would be considered a short vowel sound. Okay? In terms of rounded and unrounded, if you remember a presentation that I showed you before, in this chart, you can see that all the rounded vowel sounds are in this area. Rounded vowel sounds. When you say oo or o or o, right? All of them are rounded. The rest are unrounded. Okay? And if you remember this presentation, a phoneme, smallest contrasted unit, the smallest sound that you can produce that has a meaning, okay? In English, you can say E as, for example, when you say meat, and for example, meat is written as M-E-A-T, and you can say deed, and the spelling is E-E. So you have to be careful when you refer to letters or spelling, because when we talk about phonemes, we are referring to sounds. So in these two words, meet and deed, they have the same sound, the same vowel sound. E, meet, E, deed. Okay, so is E would be a phoneme because it's a vowel sound. Um, for example, deed, dead, deed, dead. So we have uh, two vowel sounds here in these two words, E and E. And if I change, and you see that we have D and D, the letters D and D at the beginning and at the end in both. But the only difference is the vowel sound in the middle. So E and E. If I use E or if I use E, the meaning is something different. Deed is a different word from dead. So that's why I can tell that the sound E and E is the smallest unit, which is contrasted, because if I change it, I change the meaning of the word. That's that's the idea. Um, Also, languages have a set of these phonemes, a set of sounds, right? You have now a fixed set of sounds. You cannot add more sounds in a language. And when you speak, you actually put together a series of sounds. When you say, for example, this line, spoken language spoken language can be broken down into a string of sound units. What you heard is basically a chain of sounds. When I said spoken, sorry, you heard spoken, but actually I said spoken, and I put together those phonemes very quickly to make a word, and then another word, and all this became a sentence, right? Let me show you these. I think I'm not sharing the PowerPoint, so I'm going to share it again. Okay, so some examples of words with the sound E. Can you repeat after me, please? We have C,
C,
T,
C,
flee,
free,
peace,
please,
beach,
beach,
teach,
teach,
lead,
leech,
read,
read,
beak,
beak,
peak,
leak,
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 freak,
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 deal,
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 meal,
meal,
reveal,
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 seal,
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 heel,
seal,
seal,
beam,
beam,
cream,
cream,
scream,
scream,
scream, team,
bean,
beam,
lean.
beam,
lean,
Open up your mouth,
lean,
please. Open up your mouth wider. Clean,
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 heap,
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 leap,
leap,
reap,
leap,
reap,
release,
please,
release,
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 increase,
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 ease,
cease,
cease,
meet,
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 beat,
eat,
beat,
heat,
eat,
heat,
breathe,
beneath,
breathe,
breathe,
preacher,
creature,
creature,
leave.
leaf.
leaf,
Oh,
Okay, so those are the sounds which those are the words which include the sound E, which is wide open, right? your lips very, very spread. In this case, we have police, 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 gasoline, 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 machine, machine, magazine. Okay? Can you repeat after me, please? Police,
Police.
Police.
gasoline,
Gasoline.
Gas.
machine,
Machine.
Machine.
magazine,
Magazine.
marine,
Marine.
Marine.
routine,
Routine.
Routine.
vaccine,
Vaccine.
Vaccine.
sardine,
Sardine.
Sardine.
prestige,
Prestige.
Prestige.
regime,
Regime.
Regime.
elite,
Elite.
naive,
Naive.
Name.
pizza,
Pizza.
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 ski,
Ski.
Ski.
litter,
Litter.
Litter.
Liter.
fatigue,
Fatigue.
Fatigue.
intrigue,
Intrigue.
Tree.
antique,
Antique.
Tree.
physique,
Sick.
physique,
Physique.
Sick.
technique,
Technique.
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 unique,
Unique.
Unique.
technique,
Technique.
Technique.
unique.
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 Wonderful. So we have a contrast of the two vowel sounds. So far, we have described the sounds e, I, and also we describe the sounds e and a. Right? Okay. Let's take a look at these. No, I think we're going to see it in the other presentation. Okay, this one. Okay, now that you have the vowel, the criteria to describe vowel sounds, we're going to focus on the sounds. Let me see if I can have minimal pairs here. Yes, we're going to focus on a and a and exactly, just like that. You were yawning, right? Exactly. So we're going to focus on and ah. And
Ah.
Exactly. So you know what the problem is with these two vowel sounds? The problem is that does not exist in Spanish. So that's one issue. That's one problem. It doesn't exist. So you have to teach it to your students. As when you say first. You say work. You say word.
Word.
Exactly. You say girl.
Girl.
Exactly. You say fur.
Fur.
Exactly. So, do you remember the words that I told you? I said first. I said
Work.
word, work,
Word.
word. I
Word.
say
Girl.
girl. I said
Oh, I forgot.
that's all right. So I said first, right?
First.
Word, world,
World.
work, girl, fur. You can say earth. So this is another problem. As you can see, first, does not exist in Spanish, right? So you have to learn it. Second problem. You see the spelling here? F-I. I. Let me make this bigger. Exactly. All right. So as you can, so as you can see here, I. and then O, and then O, a different one. I, U,
U,
EA.
EA.
Exactly. So the second problem is that for one sound, you have very different spellings, right? This letter, that letter, that letter, So that's the second problem. There is not a one-to-one correspondence. Okay. And another problem with this is that another problem with this one, ah, ah. In Spanish, we have five vowels, a, e, I, o, u, right? In Spanish, a, e, I, o, u.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, the first one, is not the same as this one. This one is ah, ah, ah. That's when you say car, car.
When we're going to pronounce that word, teacher, we have to open the mouth.
You have to open the mouth wider, bigger, and your tongue should go back. Car, car.
Car.
Right. Father, father.
Father.
So exactly, father. So I'm going to say this in Spanish. The sound a in Spanish is not the same as a, because this one, su lengua va más atrás y su boca se abre más al pronunciar a que la a en español. So when you say car or when you say father, the mouth is opens wider and the back of the tongue goes, well, a little bit more back. So those are the three problems that I can see with the production of and ah. Okay, you know the five different criteria to describe the ones that the criteria that Elizabeth mentioned, right? Position of the tongue, height, rounded or unrounded, tenseness or tension of the lips, and then length. Let's focus on.
Can you repeat again, teacher, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay, so what you're seeing now is basically the criteria to describe the vowel quality, which is just what I mentioned, right? The length, the height, the position of the tongue, lip rounding, and tenseness. I want you to get familiar with these because I think that next week we're going to have a short quiz, okay? Are you familiar with the word quiz?
What is quiz?
El quiz es una pruebilla, una pruebita, una prueba pequeña. Okay, so I think next week we're going to have a quiz, which is a short evaluation, right? A very short evaluation. Okay, so I want you to remember the criteria to describe the vowel quality. Okay, remember length, height, position of the tongue, lip rounding, and tenseness. Okay, so in connection with these, I want you to focus on the description of as in fur, girl. In terms of position of the tongue, this would be a what do you think?
Mi madre.
Avanzó la idea.
Yes.
Okay, so we were discussing the position of the tongue when we produce The answer is
Mm. Front or no, back, back.
as you can see here.
Middle.
Let me go back to this presentation so we are on the same page. Okay, so in terms of position of the tongue, a vowel sound can be front, central, or back, right? According to the height, it could be high, mid, or low. These are rounded vowels. The rest are unrounded vowels. In the gray area, la zona gris, in the gray area, you see the lax vowels. These are lax vowels. As two vowel sounds are we're describing, so let's apply. Let's apply what we know. As in girl, fur. The position of the tongue is central, right? Because this is right there in the central area, according to the position of the tongue. In terms of height, is a mid sound. Okay?
Mid.
It's very similar to this one, by the way, but there are some differences. It's mid central. Okay? In terms of length, if you remember this, is a long sound, right? Long sound. In terms of lip rounding, if you remember over here, these are rounded vowels. So this one should be unrounded, okay? Unrounded. What are we missing? Position, height, length, lip rounding, and
tenseness.
Tenseness. Thank you so much. So which one do you think would be the tenseness of the lips? Tension.
It's a lax vowel.
It's a lax vowel. Exactly. Correct. It's a lax vowel. Is that right or wrong? What do you think? Sorry. Okay, let's keep it like that. Lax vowel. Okay, now if you compare these sound, right? We can see that in terms of the position of the tongue is a little bit backwards, right? Compared to this one, So is a back vowel sound. In terms of the height, it should be considered a low sound, right? Because your tongue goes to the bottom of the oral cavity. Okay, so far, low, back. If we talk about the length, we should say this is a long vowel sound, right? And in connection to the lip rounding, it's a what do you think in connection to the lip rounding? Remember what I told you that the rounded vowels were over here?
Unrounded.
Unrounded.
Unrounded, exactly. And what are we missing? Maybe lip tension,
Showing the lip or not.
lip rounding.
Lifting. Eso.
Which one?
The lip rounding
Okay, lip rounding and
in O.
yes.
Mm-hmm. And in E there is no lip rounding.
And it would be unrounded vowel, and it would be
Not rounded.
not rounded, exactly. So both of them are unrounded, exactly, unrounded. So I hope you were writing down the criteria, but again, it would be considered low, back vowel. It's a long vowel sound, right? It's unrounded, and it's lax vowel sound. Is that right or tense?
It's a low vowel or
Low vowel.
It's a low vowel sound because the production of the sound you put the tongue at the bottom of your oral cavity. Porque la lengua baja hasta el fondo, al final de la cavidad oral. So it's a low, right? Low back vowel sound. Okay, so some examples that we can have here, not here, but let me find them in the PowerPoint presentation. And right here. Let me share with you. So we have the following examples. And So we have fast, first, bath, birth. Can we do it together, please? Far, from the beginning. Fast, first,
First.
bath, birth. Perfect. And then far, fur. Good. Har, her. Hard, heard. Hot, hurt. Pass, purse. Bath, birth. Bard, bird. Car, cur.
card,
Card, curd. Far, fur.
farm,
Farm, firm.
Form.
Guard, gird.
Guard.
girl.
Alrighty, now you on your own. Ready?
Teacher,
Yes, sir?
on car. When, si quiero decir corte también. Car and court son, oh no.
Car, card. Car, card. Car, card.
Estoy como de
Curd.
y corte como de juicio, corte, court.
Court.
Profe.
Mhm.
Profe.
Yes, sir.
¿Cómo
Teacher,
es
please.
con,
Teacher.
o sea, teacher,
Hmm?
what's it the difference between hurt and, o sea, heart and hurt?
Hot, hurt.
Heart,
Hot,
hurt,
hurt.
heart,
Hot, hurt.
heart, hurt.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right, no problem. No problem. All the
That's
questions,
one
are
I
welcome.
always have from.
Me
Okay.
too. Always had the confusion between hot and hurt.
Hurt.
Exactly. Okay, guys, ladies and gentlemen, you are on your own. First word, first couple.
Far.
Fast, first. Bad, bird.
I'm sorry. The one that I'm highlighting. Far,
Fur.
Far,
fur.
fur.
Exactly. Now this pair, please.
Far, fur, bad, bird.
Bird. Bird.
Exactly.
Farm. Fur.
Farm.
Farm, firm.
Hard, hard.
Hard,
Hard.
hard.
Here.
Fast. Purse.
Pass,
Fast,
purse.
purse.
Car.
Car,
Car, car.
Correct.
Fast.
Fast,
Fast.
first.
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 Exactly. Fast, first.
Fast,
Fast.
first.
First.
Exactly.
guard, girl.
Guard. Gear.
Guard. Girl.
But, bird.
Again, please. God,
Guard.
gird.
Guard,
Gear.
gird.
Exactly.
Bird, bird.
Correct.
But, bird.
Bard, bird. Exactly. The next one.
Birth.
But, bird.
Bath.
Bear.
Bath,
Bird.
Bird.
birth. Exactly. Next one.
Heart. Hurt.
Hard,
Hurt.
hurt.
Hard.
Hurt.
Hurt.
Hard,
Exactly.
hurt.
Hard, hurt. Next one.
Far.
Far,
Fur.
Far, fur.
Fur.
Correct. Correct.
Hard.
Next one.
Hurt.
Hard.
hot,
Hurt.
Hard,
Hard.
hurt.
Hurt.
Hair.
Exactly. And the last one.
Card.
Card,
Car.
card.
Car.
Wonderful. So,
No, qué difícil.
exactly. Yeah. Okay. Next one.
Dart. Dirt.
Dirt, dirt.
Exactly.
Dirt.
Card.
card,
Cart.
Card,
Exactly.
Star.
Card.
Star.
star,
Stir.
star.
harpies,
Harpies.
Herpes.
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 Harpies, herpes, herpes,
Herpes.
harpies,
Ah.
herpes,
herpes. Okay.
Herpes. Herpes.
Exactly. Next one.
Herpes.
sarge,
Sarge.
Sir.
Sarge.
Sir.
Exactly. Sarge, search. Next one.
Bard.
barn,
Bird.
Burn.
Excellent. Next one.
shark,
Shark.
shark,
Sure. Sure.
Shirk, shock, shirk, shock,
Shark, shark.
shirk.
Sure.
Exactly. I know you see a letter I here, but the sound is shirk, shirk.
Shark.
Exactly. Next one.
Ark.
Ark.
ear,
Ark, irk.
Ark.
Ark.
Irk.
Irk.
Exactly. Next one.
Par. Paul.
Ark.
Per.
Pur.
Per.
Exactly. Pa, per. Pa. La lengua más atrás. La boca un poco más abierta. Pa. Pa.
Par.
Per.
Fur.
Next one.
blah, blah,
Blah.
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 Blur.
Blur.
Exactly. Blah, blur. Next one.
Park.
park,
Ark.
Par. Per.
Park, perk.
Pur.
Next one.
Car.
Car.
Car. Car.
Exactly. Card.
Car.
Next one.
Car.
Quark.
Car. Quiz.
Exactly.
Quark.
Quad.
Quirk.
Quirk. Quirk. Exactly.
Quark. Quirk.
Quirk. Exactly. Next one.
Part.
Heart.
Part.
Heart.
Exactly. Pert. Next one.
Bar.
Bar.
Bar. Bar.
Correct. Next one.
Carbs.
Harp. Curb.
Curb.
Curbs. Exactly. Next one.
Bar.
Bar.
Correct. Next one.
Car. Curb.
Correct. Next one.
Tarps.
Tar. Turf.
Tarps. Terps. And the last one.
Parches.
Turf.
Okay. So here we have pa, and here we have per, right? And then we have ch, and finally t. So t. Okay. Parched. Perched. Perched. Exactly. Not parched. Perched. No. Parched. Perched. Exactly. Exactly. All right. Exactly. So what I want you to do is I'm going to read aloud one of these words, okay? And you're going to write, are you seeing the slide that I'm showing you?
Yes.
Yes, all right. So what I want you to do is I want you to write this symbol or this one, okay? So I want you to write in a piece of paper in your notebook numbers from 1 through 10. From 1 through 10. This is going to be a listening exercise, right?
Hay que coger uno de estos.
Nope.
¿Qué había que hacer? No caché mucho.
Escribir números del 1 al 10. Primero que nada.
Exactly.
Okay.
Write numbers from 1 through 10. This is going to be a listening exercise. I'm going to read one word and then you write the symbol. For example, if I let's suppose that I read this word. So I'm going to say fast, fast, and you're going to write a number 1 and the first symbol. Ah.
Okay.
Okay, it could be this one or
Okay.
Sigo sin entender.
It's okay. It's okay. This is the listening exercise. I'm sorry. Let me change this to this one. Okay, listening exercise. So you type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And what I want you to do is I want you to choose between these two sounds. So number 1, for example, if I say
Fast, for example.
excellent, fast, fast. Which one is going to be? Number 1 or number 2?
Number
fast.
one.
Number one.
Number
So
one.
you write that. Let's suppose the number.
Okay.
Let's suppose. Okay. Is it clear?
Okay.
All right. So this is what you have to do. To use this symbol for a and this symbol for and you write the symbol according to the vowel sound that you hear.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Shall we start?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm not showing you the PowerPoint presentation now, and I'm going to start with the listening exercise. Okay. Um, number one, shirk. Number one, shirk. Shirk. Number two, park. Park.
What?
Park. Number three, curve. 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 Number four, Sarge. Sarge. Sarge.
Teacher, can repeat the second and third, please, because my internet.
No problem.
Failed.
The second and the third. Number two and number three?
Yes, please.
Okay. Number two, park. Park. Number three, curve. Curve. Number five, hurt. Hurt. Number six, card. Card.
Teacher.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Can you repeat the 5, please?
Can I repeat number five? Sure. Number five, hurt. Hurt.
Thank you.
No problem. Number seven, barred. Barred. Barred.
Number 6. What is number 6?
Number six, card. Card. Number eight, fur. 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 Number nine, herpes. 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 And number 10, star. Star. Star.
Teacher,
Yes, ma'am?
can you repeat number 5, please?
Absolutely. Number 5, hurt. Hurt.
Thank you.
No problem.
Teacher, can you
Sure.
repeat number 7, please?
Absolutely. Number 7 is barred. Barred. Barred.
Okay. Thank
No
you.
problem. Okay. Okay. So your answers. These are the words. Okay. So for the first one, let's consider that this is number one, and this is number two, okay? Okay,
Okay.
so for number one or two?
Two.
Two, exactly. For
Two.
number two,
Yeah.
Mhm.
One.
one,
One.
exactly. Next one, number three,
Two.
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 One.
curve,
Two.
exactly.
Oh,
Number four,
One.
one,
One.
starch, exactly. Number five,
Two.
Two.
two,
Two.
hurt. Number six,
One.
One.
one,
One.
hard. Number seven,
One.
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 one, barred. Number eight,
Two.
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 fur. Number nine,
Two.
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 herpes. And number 10,
One.
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 one, star. Congratulations. Clap, clap.
Oh, 4 is 1. Oh, dang it.
Tuve
All
solo una
right.
mala.
Yo igual tuve una mala nomás.
All
Me
right.
too.
La 7
Good for
la
you.
7 me confundió, sí.
A mí la 4.
La
Good for
última.
you.
The third one was
Y la
second, right?
I don't know.
Yes.
Let us take a look. The third one was curve. This one, curve.
Yes, I got it right. Nice.
All righty.
Nice. Only one.
Así salía
Dang it.
la primera cobertura, sí. Ahora eso pasa cuando me cambio a la última hora.
Can you see this not a power presentation, but website? Probably not, right?
No.
Okay. We're going to go back to the sound the trap vowel, as in cat. Okay. We have some examples here. Let's take a look at some of the words. I'm going to copy and paste this website, which is interesting, right? In case you want to practice. Sorry. Okay, that's a website in the chat. Okay, I'm going back to the website. I'm going to share it with you again. Okay, so remember the name of this symbol? The
Yes.
trap, right? The trap. As in cat. So we have, if you could repeat with me, can we do this together? Yeah? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Bad.
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 Lad.
Lead.
Lad.
Sad.
Sad.
Mad.
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 Had.
Hat.
Glad.
Glad.
Had.
Had.
Cab.
Cab.
Cat.
Lab.
Lab.
Tab.
Tab,
Bag.
Bag.
Lag.
lag,
Flag.
Lag.
Flag.
Rag.
Rag.
Drag.
Drag.
And tag.
Tag.
tag, tag.
Exactly. Now, do you have this PDF file? Do you have it?
No,
No.
No.
I uploaded
don't
it
have.
to the LMS, so probably you haven't visited the LMS. So maybe you don't know that that this document is there. Anyway, so I wanted to practice this sound because it's one of the complex ones for Spanish speaking people. And that's why I posted the website. Okay, and the good thing is that you can find more exercises here, listening exercises for both vowel sounds and for consonant sounds, right? Um, so I was showing you the PDF file because I wanted you to practice with these two dialects on the left. So I'm going to post an invitation for you to meet in Zoom, and let's see if I can get an invitation posted here. Okay. Okay. So I'm looking for an invitation to send to you. Just give me a sec. Okay. Okay. New meeting. Okay. Okay, just a sec. Okay, participants. There's something wrong with the I apologize for the for keeping you waiting. I'm just looking for. Sorry. Okay. Okay, there you are. Now I'm going to copy in the chat here the invitation, and I'm going to be waiting for you in the LMS.
Okay.
All right, so I'll see you there. It's going to be just for practice, an oral practice with the dialects. So I'll be waiting for you there. All right?
Teacher, can you explain
Yes, sir.
what we have to do? I didn't understand very well.
You have to go to. You have to check the chat room, Julie. The chat room.
Okay.
Can you see the invitation there?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Teacher,
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
the keys will be evaluated the next weekend or not?
Yes, I think it's going to be a very short listening quiz with a grade. Yes.
Will be evaluated.
Yes, will be evaluated. Yes.
Oh no.
Go to Zoom. I'll be waiting for you. And open the LMS, please. Okay.
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 All right. I'll wait for you in the Zoom. Right. The Zoom chat.